Hi guys, Matt from the Big River here. Got more fish to unbox today. Got 7 boxes, 3 different orders, these 3 different suppliers. A little bit of special stuff from each. Let's see what we got. First thing out of this box. Tighten the knot. Let's see if I can get it inside. Looks like some long-fin serpe tetras. Particularly long fin, look mostly like serpes. And I'm going to go with serpes, not long fin serpes on that. That's all right. Next up is some female bettas. Got a whole batch of those guys. So those look pretty darn good. Those are your regular old bales, so they shouldn't be too expensive. Almost missed a couple bags of snails. So they should be zebra nereids and zebras right there, and then we should also have some of the red spotted nereids in here. I haven't ordered from my supplier that does fancy snails in a little while. We're about due to check them out. That's also where I pick up some of our fancier mosses too. I'm going to have a hard time opening the paper today. All to show you these cool little snails, and these are not what I was expecting actually. These are thorn nereids. Not the red spotted, so those are like the sun thorns. Right, that's cool. Let's see if we got another bag. Maybe we got backward on the others. All right, so we got some of the other fancy nereids, but we did not get the red spotted. We still have a few of them over there. We're just double stocking. All right, another box. More fun. Let's see what we got. Box of goo. This is live brine shrimp. We haven't had live brine shrimp in a really long time. It's gone up in price and it doesn't stick around long. If you want live brine shrimp, hit us right away. We'll portion you out some live brine shrimp in stock. We can't get blackworms right now, but we do have live brine shrimp. That's great if you got pipefish. In fact, I'm considering bringing in some pipefish if we have good luck with that. Also got a plant from these guys. This is Diandra. It's actually pretty cool. Kind of almost like a Rotala type. We haven't had this in a really long time, but this supplier had some, so I got it. So, not fish, but from a fish supplier. Next up we have box says feeder shrimp. I'm absolutely sure that's not what's in here. Let's see what really is in here. It is one big bag with one fish. That is a big flowerhorn. Wow, it's a 4-incher, but it sure looks more than 4 inches. That's a really big flowerhorn. Nice looking big hump. We had one of those a couple weeks ago. Did not stick around long. Got a spot for him to go back into. Very excited to have that. Alrighty, next we have another box with more fish. Let's see what comes out of the box. We have, what are you guys? It's a cichlid. What kind is it? It's green terrors. Alright, good deal. We haven't been able to get those in a little while. Got in some baby green terrors. Those guys are not as terrorist as like the red terrors. They're actually pretty mellow usually. Balloon-bodied mollies, got in a nice assorted batch of these guys and it came in nice, big, looked good. More like a tiny sailfish molly rather than a regular old clear tail. Next is electric blue rams. Shipped all in a bag, not separately, but they look like they did okay. These guys got nice color. I like our chances. We get those warmed up. They're a little bit cold in the bag, so we have to warm those guys up. They're all swimming. Got 1 pair of Gardneri Achilles. I ordered 6 pair. They sent me 1. Haven't had these in a while. Gardneris. So that's 4 or 6. So we might have some single bags in there somewhere. Let's see. Gardneri Achilles are not one of your annual Achilles. They actually hang around a couple years. These are coral blue dwarf grommy females. We've been out of those for a couple weeks. So picked up those. Looks like more cichlids here. Oh yes, these are. Oh, okay. These are species ruby green. These are an oblique one, like a Lake Victorian ruby greens. So So that's pretty cool. Go with some of those tomatoes and zebras we got laying around. Oh, and more brackish. I love these guys. These are Mono Argentus, or Argentinus if you prefer. They're the ones with a yellow top on them. A couple different monos available. Those are true brackish fish. Got some scats over there from an earlier order, so we got a couple of brackish fish in stock right now. Also got some dragon guppies, which are actually do best as a brackish fish as well. Most of brackish fish in general will do well in a variety of water types. That's why they're brackish in the first place, because they'll handle a variety of salinity possibilities. Let's see what we got in this box. Let's see, a lobster. This is a yabby blue lobster. Had one, sold one. This looked like an electric blue. They got smaller pinchers at this size. They get bigger. They're about a 12-inch fish, so super cool on that. Long fin tiger barbs, and surely they have long fins. Cool. Haven't had those in, so that'll be a nice variant on the tiger barb. Male cherry barbs to spice up our cherry barb collection. And mostly females left over there, so nice red ones now. Here are a tiger shovel nose. Not as big as the last ones we got in, but it looks pretty good. Hopefully those will tank okay. I think I ordered 2 of them. We'll see if I got 2. This is fish stuck in the corner. This is more of those gardneri killies. Like I said, I ordered a half a dozen of those pairs. Let's see how many of them we actually got. This is Garufa. Restock on those. These are the doctor fish. They're related to the panda garas, but these are the ones that they use to clean up the dead skin off of your feet or your hands. So if you ever wanted a doctor fish, we have them. Tiger shovel-nosed cat. Yep, that's the other one. I told you we'd have it. More gardneri killies. Here is some long fin rosy barbs. I don't carry a lot of rosy barbs because I've had some trouble with them getting skinny on us. But those guys look nice and fat. If we can get those to tank well, they'll be a great option for you. This is a rhino vampire shrimp, really tiny. But remember that vampire shrimp is a big critter. They can get 6 inches. Looks like one of them didn't make the trip, but overall we've got vampire shrimp, and I haven't been able to get those in a little while, so I'm very happy to have those. Long fin gold zebras. We've been ramping up our zebra types, or our danios types, a little bit over the last couple orders quietly. So there's one more type for you. More gardneri killies. This is Lamprolobus burchardi. It's Tanganyikan cichlid. Lamprolobus burchardi is one of the more common Tanganyikan's. Pretty. It looks like they got mascara on this. 2 more of those gardneri killies. That's that box. Back in the box here. I'm running my own bags today. Shorter person. What do you say let's see what we can do about running out a whole nother box here. Let's see if we can run a whole nother order. I don't think there was that much in this order. A lot of shrimp is what I'm expecting in this box. Let's see what we find. Been selling an absolute ton of shrimp, and why not? Shrimp are fantastic. First thing out of this box is ghost shrimp. We do sell a lot of ghost shrimp also, but when I say we sell shrimp, I'm usually talking about the neocaridinias and your caridinias. These are red crystal shrimp. Look very nice. So an absolute ton of red crystals. Here are red rillies. Really nice shrimp. So sold out of those last week. I like the red rillies. This is another shrimp, and I'm not sure which one it is. Looks like a snowball. Or an amano. It's probably amanos. Yeah, I'm sure it is. These are really small amano shrimp. We've been getting them a lot bigger than that, but it's better to have small ones than none. So we got amanos. Here are blue shrimp, the blue velvet. I might have those from 2 sources this week. We've been selling, like I said, a ton of shrimp. When I say we sell a ton of shrimp, red crystals, red cherries like these, blue dreams, those are our best sellers. So we sell quite a few of the others. We got the jades. Should have some of the yellow rice shrimp and maybe a snowball over there. We got some carbon rillies. orange lilies, black crystals came in for the first time in ages a few months back, and we've been able to keep those in stock. So our shrimp selection is as good as it's ever been, not better. So I move my cart a little bit. Let's go after these boxes. 3 more boxes, and then we'll have a wrap, guys. Hold out. It'll be fun. First thing is glass blood fins. Restock on those. Sold out of those nearly last week. Those are on our Tetras special. Buy 4 more, get 25% off, or subscribe to the channel. Also, a big bag of neons. Should be 2 big bags of neons in here. Restock on those is timely. I think we have 1 left in the tank today, so there they are. More of those guys. Gotta have neons. Next is Congo Tetras. Love my Congo Tetras. One of my favorite Tetras, personally. This guy's a little stressed in the bag. But Congo Tetras, of course, the nails get absolutely fantastic colors. Here are Singapore shrimp. More shrimp for y'all. Those are fan feeders like the rhinos, but came in bigger. They're not as big a fish full size. African glass cats. Restock on those guys. Regular glass cats with this order, but maybe I have all. Half moon bettas, restock on those guys, because we sold almost completely out of those last week. Again, I'm running my own bags, so bear with me. More half moon bettas, fantastic. Oh my gosh, look at the colors of those guys. And here are some cichlids. These are Husbanchi or Kobu Alanacaras. So we restocked some smaller peacocks this week. Realized I was getting low there, so a whole bunch more to look at. These aren't that small. These are blue orchid candenses, Alanacara blue orchids. And here are plecos, Oinko Angels, L201. There hasn't been that many different types of fancy pleco available recently. So our stock is getting a little low, but we still got as many as we can find for you. Flamingo guppy males, restock on guppies. These are the leopard tail males. So nice varieties on those. Got a couple more bags of guppies. Should be in the offing this week as well. One more box, only 2 more to go. Not out of breath yet. We could still run more fish. All right. First up in this bag we have more guppies. These are the blue fire guppy. Not sure what makes them a fire. It looks like they got like a yellow stripe into the tail. That's actually quite pretty. Next is some neon blue rasboras, or the Sundan Danio goblins. Very cool nano fish. Next is a hajuda gar, or a rocket gar. These are not a giant fish, but very cool fish. Get about 10 inches or so. Told you I was having a hard time getting fancy plecos, but here's one. This is an L264 leprocanthus, or gray leprocanthus, also called a sultan pleco. One of my favorite leprocanthus fish. Well, I haven't met a leprocanthus I didn't like. I met a pleco I didn't like, right? Neon green rasbora, that's a Microdevario cubitai, another nano fish. So those in the Sundan danios get mistaken for each other because the name's similar, but they're very different when you look at them. Pseudomagil luminatus, another nano fish. These are micro rainbow. Look at those males in there. It's really fantastic. Another pleco, L204 pinstripe panak. Restock on those. There's the line. I guess I just want more. I always want more different types of plecos. We should have 100 different types of plecos, not 50. Another 204. Here's a black ghost knife. Restock on those. Sell a ton of black ghost knives. Remember, those get 14 plus inches. Somebody's telling me about theirs that got 18 inches. They can get quite big. Corydorus pygmaeus. They we're about out of the supply, but they got us a few, so we got some for you. Another hajuda gar, rocket gar. And we can push those back in. Restock the box. Keep restocking everything. Okay, next bag. Here we have, what are you? Cheetah cats. You know, I've got some of these here somewhere. These are Pseudogolabia shy. Very cool looking cat. Actually, this is a different type. I had a different type of these. Wow, okay, those are cool. I was thinking of one that was more like a anchor moth, but these are like almost like a miniature Celadonus, and not, but very neat little guy. Let's see. see, I've had a different one called it. There's like 6 different catfish called a cheetah cat. These are dwarf petricolis. These are Cichlids, Cichlids lucipennis. Very neat catfish. Here's an eel. What kind of eel are you? You're an orange spotted eel. Sure, I think we only just got the one of these guys. Orange spotted eels are one of the larger ones. Masticumbulus is a larger species, a little more aggressive. Super cool eel though. Very beautiful when they get in your tank. Mies antenna cats. Haven't had these in a little while. These are schooling catfish. Don't get big enough to eat small fish. They're only about 5-6 inches. Not horrible for a medium aggressive tank or a larger community. Here's a cool cory. I think we might have a couple of these over here. These are spear corys, C96. Supplier said they were down to the last couple of them. I said, we got a couple. We'll make a group out of them. Very, very neat cory cat. Looks like their bag got a little bit sucked in. We'll get that open right away. Let's see. We already did the eel. Put the stuff back already. These guys. No, we didn't. These are Lanacara lemon jakes, easy to say. We'll call that. That's lemon jake peacock. Like I said, lots of restocks on peacocks. I think 3 or 4 different species of small peacock. Still got a huge selection of large peacocks. Got them all set up under assorted. There was even a name on many of them. Whole another box to go. Don't go away. More peacocks. Mallory chapoco, that's a Lanacara species. So that's what the common name on those are. They didn't write it on the tag. That's one you've heard of before. Here is a Caminado, very important part of what we do. Nice and big this time. Those are great for your planted tank. We eat that brown algae that nothing else will eat. Here is some frogs. We love frogs here of all kinds, and these are dwarf aquarium frogs. We're happy with dwarf frogs. Absolutely fantastic little community critter. Here is more peacocks. These are the Mallory Reuben Red. That was Mallory something else. I get mixed up on those different locales on those guys. More cherry shrimp, whole nother bag of them. Told you we sell so many we had to double up. And some cool tetras for the Tetra special. These are black phantoms. Black phantoms are on my top 10 tetra. I already told you I love condos more than any others, well, except maybe black phantoms. Black phantoms are smaller, more for your community tank, where condos are for your, like your rainbow tank. Red biker or Plecos indocari or polypterus or bicher or however the heck you want to call them. Don't call them late for dinner or they'll eat all your fish. Those are bikers. Next we have some platies. These are tricolored platies. I think these are absolutely beautiful. So why not stock some cool platies? More half moon bettas, should be another one in there somewhere. Nice variety of colors today. Several different varieties, or different color schemes anyway. Cardinal tetras, restock on that. Gotta have your cardinal tetras for the Tetra special. 25% off if you get 4 more for subscribing to this channel. More bettas. This is female half moon candy females. We sell a ton of the half moon candy females. So we better restock those guys. Grummies. These are sunset honey dwarf grummies. Honey dwarf grummies are fantastically beautiful. The regular honey dwarfs are pretty too when they mature, but those are great right out of the bag. Red lizards. What about red lizard hillstream loach? Only come through a couple times a year. Grab them when we get them. Very fun hillstream loach. Of course, I think all hillstreams are great, but those guys kind of look like a cross between a hillstream and a clown loach. These are rumminos for the Tetra special. Rumminos Tetra, great for community tank. And last bag on this week's order is green neons. Restock on those guys as well. And also on the Tetra special. But that's everything we got for today.